Tackle Cancer Night at Rogers, and they expected a big crowd, and boy, did they get one. First possession of the game, Carter Otto, 34-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion, the undefeated Elks in front 8-0. Joe Nordstrom on 4th and 2, 41-yard touchdown. It's 14-3 Elk River. Easton Miller, the quarterback for Rogers, 2 play fakes and finds Luke Shaney, 31-yard gain. Same drive, second quarter. Ben Dahl, 4-yard TD run. Royals down 14-10. Miller, the quarterback keeper. Watch this. 23-yard gain on the ground against that tough Elks defense. 4th and 2 at the 10. Miller, the keeper, but stuffed by Otto. It's 14-13 at the half. Third quarter. Miller to Austin Auld. A 24-yard gain down to the 20-yard line. They would cash in. Dahl runs in from the 2-yard line. Rogers 20-14 lead.
Rogers leading 20-14 in the third. Elk River quarterback Zach Stroh executes a great fake. He keeps the ball on his hip and heads off into the green open spaces. 52 yards untouched. The Elks lead momentarily.
Fourth quarter, 27-21 Rogers. Nordstrom, wow, 41 yards, 28-27 Elk River. Miller to Michael-Albertville. It's a 66-yard touchdown pass, and it's 33-28 Rogers.
Because the Rockets had answers each time they fell behind. Easton Miller launches deep downfield. Watch Michael-Albertville throw by the defense. He hauls it in and scores to put Rogers back ahead with a 60-yard touchdown. But lead changes were the name of this game. Joe Nordstrom rushed for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. This game was crazy and got crazier.
Elk River's 3rd and 14, Stroh to Elijah Bisek, 17-yard gain and a first down. It leads to this, an Otto 2-yard touchdown run. Elk River's winning 36-33. Dahl rips off a big, here's the touchdown run. Dahl rips off a big 30-yard gain down to the 15-yard line. A minute 20 to go. Miller,
under 90 seconds to play. Miller on 3rd down drills it to Austin Auld like a top. He spins into the end zone. 40-36 Rogers leads. But it ain't over until it's over. Last play of the game from the Rogers 34-yard line. Stroh heaves it towards the end zone. It's caught by Kyle Brooks, but Brooks is 1 yard shy of the goal line. The Hail Mary only partially answered. The city of Rogers explodes. They give Elk River its first loss.
It means so much to me. We've been working all year. Everyone's been doubting us. Well, we came through, and we showed everyone who we are.
That is hard. I can't even describe it. I mean, our team is so unbelievable. I mean, I can't even put it into words. We're amazing. Like, after the season we had last year, it's just unbelievable how much resilience this team has. I love this team with all my heart. All my heart. No one else I would rather share this moment with right now.
That was epic. That was epic. That's just an instant classic. I mean, the biggest thing is, we're going to enjoy it and celebrate it tonight, but in all reality, we're going to see them next Saturday down the road with the way the playoffs go. So we got to look at the film after we're done celebrating tonight and just focus on getting better. But, we got to celebrate that one.
when we were there in the first half, it was nothing but a defensive struggle, a blocked punt by St. Michael, but it didn't lead to any points, and a recovered fumble coming up by the Eden Prairie defense that didn't lead to any points. It was 0-0 at halftime. Eden Prairie scored 2 touchdowns in the second half, and they win 14-7 over St. Michael. We were in Edina tonight for the Shakopee and Hornets game. Jonathan Bunce, 45-yard touchdown run as he runs over a defender, and the Hornets are in front 6-0. A little bit later, George Sandvin to Hamza Malim. This is a 5-yard TD strike. It's 16-6 Hornets. But back comes Shakopee. 20-yard touchdown pass. Watch the catch by Nick Katona. We're going to show it to you again. We're going to show it to you again. I know it's a little dark, but he makes a great catch for the Shakopee Sabres. But Edina wins 16-13. Maple Grove hosting Champlin Park. Jacob Engel scores on the touchdown strike for Maple Grove, but This only made it 31-15 Rebels. Champlin's defense comes up big. Noah Link on the interception here. Champlin Park finishes 7-1 in the Metro North. Totino-Grace at Cretin tonight. It's Christoph Kolakowski to Isaac Richards, 49 yards. Wow, down to the 1 yard line. Set up a short touchdown run to put Totino up 6-0. Then Preston Thelman goes to work for the Raiders. He'll find Chris Walsh, 44 yards on the touchdown pass as Thelman steps up in the pocket, and it's 7-6 at this point, Cretin. But watch the fake punt. Wolf Glazer to Andrew Christofferson, 49 yards on the touchdown, and Totino-Grace wins tonight on the road in St. Paul, 26-20.
7th-ranked Moundsview. Moundsview up 3-0 in the second quarter, and that's when the Mustangs heated up. Cole Stenstrom hit Jack Raber over the middle. He goes 81 yards for the touchdown. Moundsview cruises to a 24-0 win over Roseville.
At Chaska. The Hawks have lost just once this season. St. Thomas Academy came in unbeaten. Chaska quarterback Griff Wirtz. He's done this often this season. Call his own number when he was close. That's 6 points. He can also throw it. This time to Nick Snuggerud down the sidelines and over the shoulder. That set up another score. They will do this as well. Use Steve-O Klotz a variety of ways off the direct snap. He's in. Chaska 20, St. Thomas Academy nothing. Brecht is feeling good. They should be based on their body of work this season. Minneapolis Patrick Henry a strong fall as well. The Patriots fool the Mustangs. Quarterback Crispin Jackson has the ball, and it looks like the defense is unaware. He's gone to the goal line. That's a touchdown. Probably a face mask, too. Breck mounted a drive of their own. Alex McKinnon gets the edge in the end zone, but not nearly enough. Patrick Henry big over Breck, 36-19.
Owatonna's offense can strike quickly, but this time they stall early. Braden Trulson hits Isaac Oppegard out in the flat. He runs into Drew Yochum, who rips the ball out, and the Rockets are in business. Just a few plays later, the give to Parker Nowitzki. He starts right, cuts back left. Nothing but green grass in front of him, and John Marshall jumps out to a 7-0 lead.
In Rochester tonight, facing John Marshall, Braden Trulison to Ethan Walter. This is an 80-yard touchdown play. The Huskies would tie the game at 7-7. A little bit later, Trulison to the end zone, and Peyton Byer, a phenomenal catch as he lays out in the end zone. Final score.
Second quarter, Owatonna driving, up 10-7, and look at this play. Trulson finds Peyton Byer in the end zone, stretches out to make the grab. The Huskies are off and running. Tanner Hall running as well. Huskies roll 54-7. That's their 27th straight victory.
Moorhead looking to knock off Bemidji and take back the traveling trophy. Scoreless in the first half. Trey Feeney looking for Lee Carfier. Gets a foot in bounds in the end zone, and they go up 7-0. Ensuing drive, Bemidji answers. Brett Theraldson hits Matt Orell. He shakes off some tacklers for the touchdown at 7-6 after the missed PAT. End of the third, it's 14-6 Spuds. They're looking for more on 4th and goal, but Isaiah Beam and a host of Jack come up with a big stop. Bemidji driving in the fourth quarter, trying to tie things back up, but Theraldson's pass gets tipped, and it's picked off by the Spuds. Bemidji suffers their first loss of the season.
The winner of this one gets the 2 seed in sections. Quarterback Nathan Eberhard helped lead Century to a 28-14 halftime lead, but Mayo answered early third. DeMonte Simmons with the touchdown run. The Spartans cut the lead to 7. Cougars answer back. Eberhard rolls out of the pocket and throws a dart to Jack Fisher in the end zone. Century wins the shootout 46-34, and they take the number 2 seed in Section 1.
And we were there for the first half of this game, and Marshall really took it to him tonight. Now, Bryce Sievers, the starting quarterback for Jordan, did not play, and they took advantage, Marshall did. Bryce Lance on the receiving end of a 30-yard touchdown strike, and then a little bit later, it's Gabe Rainey plowing his way into the end zone off the handoff, and it was all Marshall tonight. They finish 8-0. They win tonight. Final score 42-0.
Thursday against Minneapolis Southwest, who entered at 5-2. The Tigers flex early. Jalen Shaw touchdown. They have a machine-like approach, and the man who runs that machine is named Caleb Blaha. To Eli Patton, not Peyton, for 6 more. Fridley, 34, Minneapolis Southwest 7.
But Fridley's defense did the job today for sure. Caleb Blaha to Eli Patton, touchdown, and it's 13-0. A little bit later, Will Choppin throws a 29-yard strike to Jaden Reed, so Southwest only down 13-7, and now watch the quarterback. This is Blaha. He's had a great year. I believe he leads the Metro in total touchdowns. 54-yard TD run, final score in the Twin City District, Fridley winning 34-7.
Aiden led the Bison onto his home field for likely the final time. But it was Andover who marked the scoreboard first. A beautiful toss from Elijah Alexander to a go-go IFA. 35-yard play to put the Huskies up 7-0. The Bison waste little time in striking back. Bauman has time, and he has Trevor Johnson on the post. They connect. 60 yards later, we are tied at 7. To the second quarter now, Aiden rolls to his left, looking for fellow senior Michael Tweeten. That's a touchdown right on your doorstep. Tweeten caught 10 balls in the game. Bauman threw for 4 touchdowns, 3 to Trevor Johnson. The Bison win 30-19. They advance to the 6A playoffs and will play St. Michael-Albertville.
Quarterback Aiden Bauman to Trevor Johnson. 33-yard touchdown strike. Buffalo wins tonight 30-19. Highlights tonight from Chanhassen and Orono. And Orono, 13-yard line and driving. Nice run there. Jack Schaefer then would hand off to Rolando Alvarez. He'll take it down to the 3. And then it's Schaefer to Kenyatta Brannon. Touchdown strike Chan up 21-14. Teddy Dieters will avoid the sack. Hits a wide open Noah Arneson for Orono. 30-yard touchdown pass. But Chan would kick a late field goal. They win this game 24-22.
John Hanks and the Red Knights ready to face Waconia. First quarter after a muff punt by Benilde. Timothy Stapleton runs it in for a 6-0 Waconia lead. The Wildcats defense stifles Benilde in the first half. Benjamin Christians and Alexander Bartley get the sack. Waconia up 9-0 at halftime. Third quarter, Benilde's Joe Marinaro takes the pitch and fights hard to get to the end zone. The Red Knights cut the lead to 9-7. Benilde takes the lead in the fourth on a field goal, and then Dylan Rash makes a great catch on the pass from Nick Peterson. The Red Knights are up 17-9. But Waconia rallies with 12 seconds left. Jack Fritz makes an amazing catch for a touchdown, and it's 17-15. And then Stapleton scoots in for 2, sending the game to overtime, and Benilde wins it on the touchdown run by William Petty. 23-17 the final. The Red Knights finish the season undefeated.
Beautiful night for football out in Maple Lake. And Piers right away. Matthias Algarin, 24-yard touchdown run by the Division I recruit, and Piers is on top 6-0. Maple Lake's got a pretty good player in Ben Riley. This is the kickoff return after that touchdown, and watch Riley. This is going to cover 95 yards, and Maple Lake would take the lead 7-6 on the kickoff return. But Piers would come back and score the next 21 points, actually for them, the next 22 points, and they win 28-7 was the final. Holy Family, led by Seth Thompson, verbally committed to Northern Illinois. He's on the offensive center. Watch him drive block. Right here, yeah, that's how you finish a play, folks. Watertown Mayor, 3rd and 8. Holy Family's Anson Pullis drops back. Lucas Lemke, the sack for Holy Family. A defensive struggle when we were there. Final score tonight, though, Holy Family wins their first game of the year, 21-0.
At Brooklyn Center, the Centaurs went to work this afternoon. The bond is built. Noah Bonds to Ben Wheely for 6. The purple on the move on offense and defense. Lucas Bontenfield picks off Edison's Thomas Minima. He doesn't score, but he gets it to within striking distance. And then you give it to Wheely again, this time by ground for 6 more. Brooklyn Center 30. Edison, nothing.
Taking on undefeated Barnesville tonight. This run game was going all night for Barnesville. QB keeper by Adam Tonsfeld. He breaks a few ankles on his way to a big first down. Then on 1st and goal, it's junior Aaron Scheifer, who sprints up the middle for the score. Barnesville gets the big win. They take it 40-0 over Staples Motley. In the second quarter, Roseau up 6-0. Eric Peterson drops back and finds his man Spencer Schaefer for the long gain. A few plays later, Tucker Peterson gets around the left side for a Husky touchdown that would tie things up at 6 right before the half. Pillager looking to score again. This time it's Luke Wadilla punching it in. Pillager with the big victory tonight. They take that one final score 34-6.
Slayton for a matchup of two teams with 5-2 records as Murray County Central hosted Wabasso, and it was 16-8 Wabasso at halftime when Carter Benz throws deep, connects with Will Carlson, and it's 24-8. He stayed in bounds. It's looking like Brandon might just pack up and leave, especially when Benz goes deep again to Colby Wall, and it's 32-8 in favor of the Rabbits. Somehow he stayed on his feet there. But the Rebels would get on the comeback trail. They knew we were shooting this for highlights and said, we want some of our own. Watch this. Great catch in the back of the end zone by Drew Coulter. Blake Schmitz with a touchdown pass. Rebels would score 19 straight points. The sneak by Schmitz for the touchdown, and it's down to 5 with 6 minutes left. But the key play in the game, 4 minutes left, 3rd and long. Benz rolls, throws back across the grain, and a diving Nick Maratsky for the first down, and they would go on to run out the clock. 32-27 was your final in a wild one.